Hey! Is this not why you were here?
I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever.
All right, guys, welcome back to the most underrated, underprivileged, undocumented podcast, the Hood Rats Podcast. So it's going to be a table for two. So to my right, the guy that makes it all happen, Louie, and of course, your co-host, Alex. So what up? Happy Wednesday, the last of the month, actually.
Yeah, it's May 1st is going to be tomorrow. Yeah, May 1st is going to be a good one. I think we have I think we talked to Carlos earlier in the year, and he might be back in May.
Okay, cool.
Our vet, we're gonna talk to him. And then May, in terms of Friday is the what's it called, the Brian Garcia fight. So we're not gonna cover that really, but and the Canelo fight we can maybe talk about it today. But
I think it'll be better if we just kind of like break it down the following week.
Yeah,
because by the time this video comes up,
it'd be Monday, Monday after. So it's like there's no point. But there's one thing I want to tell you. Something happened to me on Saturday. And I want your input. I want to know what you would do. So on Saturday, I dropped off at JD at his house around 2 a.m, and then in front of my house on the street where the cars are at, there was a girl crying, like a young girl. She was like 22. She was 22 exactly, actually.
Mm-hmm.
She was just crying and then just looking down the street. And so my first instinct was to just walk into I passed her and just walked into my house.
Yeah.
And I felt bad because she didn't seem like a crackhead or a homeless person.
Yeah.
Which is what I expected in the first place. She seemed like a normal person.
Mm-hmm.
She was well dressed. I feel like she was like at a party, and she was drunk and she just got left there on the street.
Okay.
And so I went outside to check up on her. I went to my car, pretended to get into my car, and then I asked her, "Are you okay? Are you any problems?" And then she was like, "Oh no, I'm good." But she was drunk though. You can smell it on her. She was drunk. And then she was like, "Oh yeah, I don't know. My boyfriend left me here, and fuck him." And she went into like, "Oh, why he's a piece of shit."
Okay.
Like, "Oh, he doesn't trust me."
Give you that speech.
Yeah, exactly. That speech that every girl gives. She gave it because she was drunk, and she was like depressed or whatever, and she was like, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend like left me here, or my situationship left me here." And she talked to my mom, and I don't know why she talked to my mom. She convinced my mom that I was a bad person because I got dropped off by a guy at a party. I don't know why he's like this. And then I'm done with him. I'm never gonna talk to him ever again. That fucking speech, right? So like, okay, you want me to call you Uber home? She's like, no, it's okay. And I told her, you can't be around here because it's a bad neighborhood. And then as we were by the library by my house, crackheads were walking down on Firestone.
Yeah,
so like she shouldn't be there. She's like a young girl. She could easily, and she was wearing like Coach. Like she was like well dressed, and like she had like good stuff.
Yeah, good attire.
And then she was like, and I like, I'll take you home. Well, show me your ID. And she was a 22-year-old girl. That's her ID, and she lived like down the street from my house. I don't know why she wasn't home. She was just randomly on the corner. And then this girl, she's like, I was like, can I call somebody? And she's like, do you have any? Her phone was dead. Do you have any numbers memorized? And the number was the boyfriend. And I called the boyfriend 4 times. He didn't pick up. The first time he clicked on me, and then the 6th time he picked up. And he's like, this so and so is here on the corner. It's not safe out here. What you should come pick her up or something. They're like, I can't. I'm not there. I live wherever. It's like, can you call the mom?
Yeah.
And so like, she called the mom, and then he gave me the mom's number, so I had to call the mom. So I was on the phone with the mom, like, "Oh yeah, your daughter's here on." Now she's angry at me. Like, "Oh dude, you did enough. Go home. You're bothering me." It's like, "Oh, this doesn't look good on me." So if the cops came, like, "Oh, this random come stranger."
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, now you're bothering me." She tried to pay me to fucking leave, but I didn't take the money. It's like I just kept following her just to make sure that she was okay because she was walking to the main street. And then I called the mom. She's like, "Oh, she's right here on, I think it was Fur on Firestone, right there next the street over."
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's not safe there.
Yeah, it's not.
Especially at 2 a.m. Yeah. It's like the devil's hour or whatever, no?
Close. Yeah,
3, no? Yeah, so it was like, And then she was angry at me, so she was walking away, and I was trying to talk to her, like, "Hey, come back." And then I had to talk to the mom, which the boyfriend was a piece of shit. He could have, like, done more.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
And so I don't know why I'm talking to this random stranger. My neighbors, basically. They're like a couple blocks down the street going towards your house. And then the lady came, and then she like, "Oh, thank you for saving my daughter." She's just like, "Okay." Like, bitch, fuck you. I fucking risk my fucking my life out here for this stupid fucking whore, and then no thank you. Oh, the lady, the girl, like, "Oh, thank you, go away." But she was like getting angry at me. I don't know why you called him. You're taking his side. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So many people would be like, "Oh, you should have left that bitch alone in the street." You shouldn't have risked yourself. You shouldn't have input yourself. But I felt guilty because she was crying because she's wearing a full face of makeup. Even at night, you can tell that her fucking eyelash or her eye makeup was running. So like, this girl's gonna be a prey. I don't know. I felt, and now like I don't think about her at all. I just wanted you guys to know what would you do if you saw crazy? She wasn't even crazy.
I think I would probably do the same thing that you did. Well, first of all, I think that this is a big lesson that a lot of women could actually take away from. Don't date fucking douchebags, you know, because. Yeah. I mean, you know, without, you know, spilling my own personal like business out there, I mean, there has been times where it hasn't been boyfriend and girlfriend, but times where my homies have left other homies behind, and I straight up tell my homies, bro, like, hey, that's kind of fucked up, you know what you did, you know? And so imagine now being in the situation where the relationship's a little bit more intimate, and this person that apparently or supposedly cares about you just kind of like leaves you kind of like stranded, and like you mentioned, it's not really a safe neighborhood to be in. And with everything that she was wearing, of course, that's gonna, you know, call attention to like the wrong people. I mean, you're not the only one that I've heard a similar story from. Also, my neighbor was talking about one time how this one was a little bit more serious because of the fact that he found a girl like also crying in the middle of the street, but her boyfriend beat her ass.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and apparently my neighbor kind of felt really bad for her because of the fact that he has sisters as well. And basically the moral of the story, or like just kind of to conclude it really quickly, you know, it was also a variety of different things that happened, calling, you know, so-and-so, trying to get the attention of, I don't know, like a relative or somebody close to them, and nobody picking up, or people just, I guess, ignoring the calls. And, you know, the crazy part is that some people don't even know like where the whereabouts of, you know, the people that they care about. And so like eventually what ended up happening is he actually gave that chick a ride to the mom's house or to the dad's house. I don't know. But I mean, I hate victim blaming, you know, because honestly it could happen to anybody. But I think people got to start being a little bit more aware of like who they're around. You get me? Because I always say this, bro, and I tell everybody this, especially like the people that get into relationships. Hey, don't fall into that halo effect right away. Make sure that the people that you're gonna put on this, you know, pedestal are like people that when shit hits the fan, they're gonna be there for you. You get me? Because a lot of people right away, like they fall into like I mentioned, the halo effect, and they think like these people are grandiose, fucking great people, and then you know you end up fucking being in the middle of nowhere, like South not even Central. The middle of nowhere, like in the middle of South Central LA, worst time, worst place to be in. And I mean that could have been a whole lot worse, bro, honestly, because I mean, for the people that kind of don't know, like down Firestone there's also a lot of bars, and people get stabbed in the in those alleys, or they fight. I've heard a variety of different stories, bro, of people getting stabbed, fighting. I've also heard stories where rest in peace Chewy, where he had told me that a guy actually had to walk a chick from that little area where the metro's at, because he was trying to get past the bar where all the dudes were coming out at night. You get me? So yeah, like it's not really like a safe place to be at all
for anybody. Because remember, Chewy also told her that his dad was getting
that almost got jumped.
Almost got jumped by some dudes. So like it happened to a guy, and much easier to a girl,
especially with everything that she was wearing.
She had a coach. She was wearing like a crop top. I was shivering. And she was wearing a crop top. But she was definitely like on something. She was drunk.
Yeah, she was drunk.
And she also wasn't 100%. She wasn't 100% there. Cause I think what happened is the situationship. It wasn't even her boyfriend. Dropped her off at home. Yeah. And then he left without making sure that she went inside. Okay. And then she wandered off because she wasn't. She's not 100% like right in the mind because she was drunk. But also the dude didn't make sure that she got home. Yeah. So it's like both parties are. He's a piece of shit for just leaving. Yeah. And I think he lived somewhere in 562, the area code. Like Long Beach, Paramount, Downey. Yeah. So like away from us. And then she was fucking would have went deeper into South Central, into Watts
yeah, but it's kind of fucked up though too. Like I mean, he says that he's far away, but I mean, those areas are not that far. But I mean, to each their own. You get me? Like at the same time, we don't really know the full context or the whole story, so we can't really like take sides. But like looking at it from like all the little context clues, I guess that we have. I mean, that's kind of like what we could make out of it. You get me? But I mean, who knows? You know, like for all we know, you know, she could have been like the one that was the abuser. You get me? And like that's why he probably doesn't want to be around her. But I mean, I don't know.
That's what it seemed like. But also, he and I called him. I was talking to him for like 20 minutes. It was never 20 minutes is like you can get to 2 in the morning. You can get to anywhere in LA in 20 minutes, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
So the situation was never like, oh, on my way. Just tell me where she's at. I'll go. I'm on my way. Like, he didn't seem like he was in a hurry. And so like, oh, I'll see if I can call somebody. So like, he didn't care. For sure, he didn't care. And she was like, I think he broke up with her or something. I don't know. But that was Saturday. That's what happened. I felt at first I just walked in, and then my conscience got the better of me. Also, I was worried that the setup, and she's just crying out there as bait, and supposedly gonna fucking jump me. That was also in my mind.
I mean, yeah, nowadays you don't really know, bro, because with all the BS going on, I mean, it's hard to believe sometimes the people that are actually in need. You get me? I mean, we hear so many stories of people trying to be good Samaritans and then they get beat up, they get shot, they get killed. Yeah. Or you hear other stories where people are supposedly asking for help and they don't actually really need the help. So nowadays, especially with the climate that we're in, I mean, a lot of people are just trying to get the best out of, you know, I guess the people that, like us, bro, that feel some type of empathy, right? Because yeah, some people are grimy, bro. Like they really don't care, and they'll do just about anything to, you know, come up on the next dollar. You get me? Yeah. Or rob somebody of, you know, something expensive.
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, they wouldn't have got shit from me. I don't have shit to take. Yeah, my life.
Yeah, but some of the motherfuckers will be grimy even just for $1,
bro. And also, I was right there next to my car. I have a bat in my car for when I go play baseball or hit the batting cages. So like, because that was like, okay, in the beginning, she was crying, but it was like normal. And then after she got hysterical. And so like, okay, this is a setup. I just open my trunk and get the bat and then run away. Hit her first. Fuck that bitch. Smack her first for fucking payback. And then if he or the gang of fools that come after me take me out, I got one. I got my KD is one, at least one. I have one. So I'm good. I got my KD stays at least at one, and I can take another one out. My KD is 2-1. So I'm good. Yeah. I would have been happy fucking taking 2 down, even with a trick.
Last time I was getting off the metro right there on 103rd. I actually saw, well, I didn't really see because as this was happening, I was actually walking down the stairs, and this was in broad daylight. There was some dude that was on a bike, and I just knew that it was a young person because ultimately, I mean, the act itself is something a young person would do. I don't really see older people really doing this, but some dude kind of snatched this kid's chain off a bike at gunpoint.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the people... Okay, so I was walking down, you know, because Firestone Station, the stop is upstairs, right?
Yeah.
So as I'm going down, all I see is the dude kind of like running with his hand on his pocket, basically holding the gun, right? Clutching the gun right here on his hoodie with the chain in his hand. And it's kind of odd, kind of weird how when he was basically running this way, I was just looking at him the whole time as I was like walking down.
Oh, walking down.
Yeah, walking down like the stairs. So, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what the hell happened? And it looked kind of cartoonish, bro, because this dude was kind of like running like this and his body was kind of like swaying backwards. And then, like when I got downstairs, like the people were all around the kid on the bike, like, hey, are you all right? You know, nothing happened. You know,
a chain? A
chain? Oh, but nowadays, I mean, like I said, bro, people rob people for anything that looks expensive. For all we know, bro, that kid looked like he was 17 or 16. For all we know, that chain could be fake.
He got it for the baptism, probably.
Yeah, probably, bro. And I mean, the chain looked pretty thick, so I doubt it was gold, bro. Like, so this is what I mean. Like, people would rob you for just about anything that looks expensive.
Fucking one of my soccer coaches when I was a kid, I guess after my first communion, I had like a, you know, they give you
they give you
a chain,
rosary,
a gift or something. Yeah, and I had it, and then I couldn't play with it in the game, so I gave it to my coach, and he fucking took it and never gave it back. So even you never know who you can trust.
Yeah, some people borrow stuff and forget that it's yours.
Like fucking Brian, fucking my cleats and my Hawaiian green shirt. Also, like getting robbed. I don't know. This is this is how you know you have a frail ego, fragile ego. Because I got robbed once, and I felt like for years I felt like a pussy. when it was like New Year's 2017,
Uh-huh.
and I got robbed right there, Firestone Station, right there by the house, right there where this bitch was gonna get fucking killed.
Yeah.
I got robbed
Everything happens at Firestone Station.
right there, and then 4 dudes came up to me, and one dude showed me his pistol, and I'm sure it was just like the handle was fake, but I was like, fuck. And I had a gallon of milk on my skateboard, and these guys wanted. First, they asked me. I went to the liquor store right there because I wanted to make some pancakes, and I was hungry, and we needed milk. So like they asked me, "Hey, you have any weed on you?" Like, oh no, I don't have any weed. And so I went in, paid for my milk, came out, and like, all right, give me your cash. Didn't ask for my phone or anything else, just wanted the cash. And so I just gave him $20, and then like, oh, don't do anything stupid. You know, they always do that. Yeah. He pulled up his 4 black dudes. One of them pulled up his thing, and like, all right, leave. So I got my milk and my skateboard. I'm like, fuck, dude. And then for years, and then after, I had to have a car then. So I have to pass through there, scared as fuck, and I'm like, fuck, I'm a pussy. I'm gonna catch these fools, you know, plotting, but I'm not gonna do anything. But I was so my ego was so fucking fragile, like for years. Like fuck, dude, I'm scared to go there. So every time I would pass by my bike, I'll go fucking fast as fuck so I don't see them, and I'll take the train to go to Long Beach or whatever to the gym. And I was like, fuck, for years, like to 2020, probably COVID was like the time I forgot about it because I started driving, so and I started driving the next year, so like I forgot about it. But for years, like fuck, I'm a fucking pussy, dude. What the fuck? Why'd you let them steal you? I was fucking 20, and these 4 black dudes would have beat my ass and kill me if I tried to defend myself. So sometimes you gotta take them to the chin, and you're not a pussy. You're just outnumbered.
Oh, you're just trying to live another day, bro.
Yeah, and better days have came since.
I've never been robbed, bro. At least not right now that I'm somewhat able to defend myself, I guess you could say. But I remember as a kid, I had already told you this story. I mean, we had walked down the street where as a kid when I was like maybe 3 or 4, and I guess it's one of those things that just kind of sticks with you because it's something that's very unexpected. Because a lot of my childhood, if I'm being completely honest, for better or for worse, I don't really recall. But when I was 3 or 4, I was walking down. I mean, it was 51st, I believe, and on 51st there's an alley that connects from one side of the street to the other, and then some dude popped out from one off to our right. Kind of like pushed my mom, stole her bag, and then the motherfucker still had the audacity. I still remember, bro, as a fucking kid, and even now, as you know, I'm approaching my 30s. Like, oh yeah, like, thank you for the bag. I'll wash it and give it to you later.
Oh shit!
And it's just like, damn, like
insult to injury.
Yeah, insult to injury, bro. And the thing is, I mean, it sucks, bro, but I mean, that's kind of like what people live through and what they go through when you live in these notorious neighborhoods,
Yeah, I mean that was it for a while. Like in early 2000s, that was chain snatching was a big thing.
Yeah.
And then I even at Highland Park, which wasn't as bad as South Central, one time these dudes pulled out a knife on us because we were smoking weed outside my friend's house. And I was 12, I was 11, and then I was with a 12-year-old, and a 15-year-old, and an 18-year-old. And the 18-year-old was like from San Bernardino. He was supposed to be tough cholo guy from out there. And it was 2 dudes walk up to like, they weren't gangbangers, but they're like, oh, they might have been gangbangers. She's like, oh, give me your shit. This is my neighborhood. You can't be here. And so we took the weed, the phone, and the money. And then we knew that my friend knew like the guy that stole us, the crew that stole us. And so like, they're like, oh, give me $20 for your shit back. And then I guess they negotiated. So I got my phone back, and that's it. The weed and the money was gone. And they're like, oh, get the fuck out of here. So we had to walk down a big-ass hill, way in the corner to get picked up by my friend's mom. And my friend's mom we got robbed right in front of the house.
Oh, fuck. And
so she had to, like, the garage is right there. She had to come out the garage right there, drive down 1 block, pick us up, and come back in because we got fucking robbed by I think his name was, I know his sister. His sister was a whore. His sister was an ugly whore in middle school. And his name was like D-Loc or some shit like that. So, he was ugly as motherfucker. But he was like, already out of high school, and I was barely 6th grade.
Yeah.
And his sister was a whore, and she's probably has a bunch of kids and a single mom, and that's karma for your bitch-ass brother. Honestly. Crazy. Fuck both of them. Her name was Samantha. She was a whore. She was ugly. She had a mole on her face, which is fucking karma for
beauty mark.
Yeah. And she's probably like fat now and has like 3 kids and 2 baby daddies. One of the baby daddies is the fucking brother too, and they're fucking incest or whatever.
There was some dude also in our middle school that had a variety of different moles. So he had a few like a mole here, mole here, and then the dude was kind of annoying. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And so every time he would mess with people, eventually lo bautizaron como Mosca. And
Mosca.
so every time he would be talking shit, they'd be like, "Hey, shut the fuck up, Mosca." And yeah, like it just wasn't a pleasant time for him when he would be talking shit because he knew what was coming and shit.
Oh, fucking speaking of talking shit, bro, on Viejo and his homie, JJ, they always go at it.
Yeah.
And it's always like that type of that type of like talking shit, like they make fun of each other because they know each other for a long ass time. And then this guy was, I guess, had a drug problem. He's in rehab. And then the dude was like, "Oh, to Viejo, oh, you're fat, your teeth are ugly, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat." Like that's it. And then Viejo's like, "That's why you're in fucking rehab, you short fucking bitch." It's always like the, and then he was like, "Bro, I can change my teeth, I can change my weight. You can't change not being short." Because this guy's like 5'1". You've seen him. You've seen him at. I think I heard Viejo's mom's funeral. You saw him, but hit the point. And then it sucks when your homies know you fucking well, because they know exactly what bothers you, or what's like the best thing you can make fun of them for. And the rehab was like the most recent one.
And Alexo, like in Mexico, if you know how like here, if you like here, if you want to go to rehab, like it's kind of like optional, like it's up to you.
Yeah.
And over there in Mexico, a lot of the times, which is good or bad depending on what way you look at it. I mean, I think that it's a pretty cool thing. Like if your family really does give a shit about you, like they either beat the shit out of you for you to actually go into the Nexo or like the what is it called? Rehabilitation, or basically they kind of like basically send you by force.
Yeah, La Patrulla Espiritual. I think that's one like an organization that they you know how they have the child pets people that go around and look for people. I guess they contract these people like the mom or something, and they'll like entice them. Oh, here you want a beer? And like, oh, come here, come to the truck. I got a fucking kawan for you.
Like
and
the equivalent of like a fucking kid getting candy.
Yeah, they do that, and then like, oh, in one case, they're like, oh, you want some pizza? I got and they had a bunch of Little Caesars because that's what they have over there. And he like comes to the van, and he fucking grabs them. They put him in there, and like, where we going? Oh, to fucking rehab. So it's like, oh, there it's like, oh, and sometimes they go into the house, and if you're a piece of shit, you're lazy, or you're a fuck up, you'll be laying down in your bed, and you'll be waking up by these dudes like screaming at you, almost like boot camp. They fucking get you, they take you, and they make you a man. They have to break you. In some cases, people are so hard-headed, they have to physically fuck you up. That's what fucking army does. They have to make you a good soldier, so they make you a good citizen by breaking you, and then eventually you come out on the other side either regretful, vengeful, or a good man.
Hey, talking about that, did you see kind of still staying on the same topic? Did you see that supposedly, I don't know how much of this is true, that Trump was trying to pass like a bill or some type of order where the teachers were able to bring back what's it called, like
Capital punishment.
Yeah,
to the students.
Yeah, but I don't really think that's a good idea regardless, man, because imagine nowadays kids are very disobedient. Like a lot of the kids, they don't really care too much about the well-being of others, themselves, or even less the fucking teachers, right?
They're last on the fucking
And so also without getting too political, I mean, with the rise of school shootings and people getting shot at, at a place where we think should be kind of like a safe haven, it's kind of dangerous, bro. Like you're playing like a dangerous game of what's it called, corporal punishment.
Yeah, capital.
Where to
corporal?
I think so.
Corporal punishment?
I think so.
Oh,
it's like where they beat you up, right?
Capital punishment.
Is it capital?
I think so.
I don't know, but if they bring back basically if they bring back the opportunity for teachers to lay hands on students, I don't think that's kind of gonna end well at all. Especially now with the high school students, bro.
Some of them fucking are looking to get a fade with the teacher.
Yeah, I mean they don't care, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so Trump's kind of on a crazy one right now, on a sick one, so I wouldn't doubt it. I think he was the one that said that teachers should be armed. So I think you should combine two of those things. If you're gonna beat the shit out of them, the teachers are gonna have to be armed because these are gonna end up blasting them.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of crazy because that could easily turn into a shootout.
A student versus a teacher.
Yeah, and in the crossfire, you could hit somebody that really has nothing to do with the situation. Because if we're being completely honest, there's still students and there's still people out there that, discipline their kids well, and like they go to school and they actually learn, listen, and get what is being taught. But then, of course, if I mean, as sad as it is, there's a large group of students, a large group of people that go to school basically to waste their time.
Bro, that at Drew Middle School, that's basically what it was. I almost failed middle school because teachers didn't give a shit. Because students didn't give a shit. I remember one time there was this dude who was an army guy. He was like a chemistry teacher or something. And he was and then the students would be like, "Hey, you motherfucker!" And then he's like, "Yeah, I fucked my wife. I am a motherfucker." And then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking shoot you." The students were, because they were gangbangers supposedly. "If I'm gonna blast you, fool." I'm sure that's what he said. He's like, "Oh, bro, I was a corporal in the army. You wouldn't get close to me. I'll kill you before you even get close to me." So imagine that fucking dude going at it with a gangbanger fool. Well, if that were to happen in South Central or in LA, what would happen? The teacher would beat the shit out of the student, and the big brother's gonna come. Cause that time I got robbed, I told my brothers, and they're the one they went after. They went looking for them and stuff like that. But like they're not gangbangers or anything. So imagine a gangbanger was like, "Oh, you beat the shit out of my little like in remember Train Day? You seen Train Day where they had the cop in the shower and they had the shotgun posted at him because he thought that they touched the student. When in reality the cop
he thought that they had touched his niece.
Yeah, that exactly was gonna happen with the fucking students, with the teachers and the gangbanger and Watts and shit. That's gonna happen.
World Star's gonna have a field day. They're gonna come back.
Oh yeah, fucking Mrs. Rachel versus Maravilla or some shit. Florencia, Mrs. Rachel versus fucking MS-13.
Yeah, that could go south real bad. I mean, at the same time, sometimes there's videos where we don't get the whole context of the video. Like we don't get like the preface right of what actually got it to that point. So sometimes and I've seen it happen. Just I'm talking about like personal experience. If the students don't like a certain teacher, some students could honestly get teachers fired as well. They can be like, "Oh yeah, like this guy always like bullies us," or "This guy is always now even just screaming is abuse." So this guy is emotionally abusing us. So this guy retaliated, and that may or may not be like the actual reasoning, and they get like people fired, like if they really wanted to.
Very little evidence, just a smoke, just an accusation could ruin a fucking teacher's career. Yeah. Because everything's political now, so they're gonna pick a side, and one side's gonna argue to the death about this without having context, and vice versa. Okay. Like, you know what video I want context for? That we're never gonna get it, but we wish we had. Remember the Sharkeisha? Remember Sharkeisha? Sharkeisha, no. I don't know what the fucking that chick did to Sharkeisha to get her that angry, beat her ass. Because that was like, it just started at the fight. Sharkeisha, no. And then he started beating the shit out of her. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Imagine Sharkeisha versus like Miss Vineyard.
Oh, bro. Sharkeisha will beat the shit out of Miss Vineyard. Miss Vineyard is big and thick, and she's probably like from the South, cornbread. Yeah. But she will fucking Sharkeisha will beat the shit out of Miss Vineyard. It would take 2 Miss Vineyards to beat up Sharkeisha. 3, honestly. 3. Speaking of fucking fighting, what the internet has been this topic has taken everywhere by storm. 100 gorillas versus 1. No.
Yeah, 100 men versus 1 gorilla. Yeah, it's just been all over the place. It's on ESPN. People from ESPN are talking about it. UFC.
Yeah, UFC. Brian Moreno, like, I just need 1. Just me. No, mommy. He's the front line. He's the first line. He's the appetizer.
He's gone. At most, drummer boy.
Who's that?
The guy in the back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The flag. I'm the flag boy. I'm at the end. That was kind of silly. We obviously know the answer to that. Obviously, 100 men will beat him up. The gorilla's gonna gas out. Gorilla mode is literally quick burst. He's gonna kill more than half of the people, but he's gonna end up running away, and that's when we stalk him and then beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people fail to realize that was what our ancestors did. A lot of people fail to realize that our ancestors were nomads, so they didn't really have communities, and the way that they would kill prey is they would gas it out. Yeah. They would basically be stalking it and like just tiring it out, and then eventually whatever prey they were after would give in. I mean, I think we're not the fastest, we're not like the strongest, but the thing is, like, we're smart. Overall consciousness is what makes a human, and in all honesty, también our bodies, I mean, they had a lot of endurance. I mean, you know, of course, like nowadays it's a little bit more different just because of the lifestyle and, you know, the technicalities of it. But yeah, like if we get like 100 men to fucking, how do I say it? Tactically break down
the keyword.
gorilla, that gorilla is going to be dead. It might not be that same day, but I guarantee you that gorilla is going to die, bro.
Yeah, because they would hunt down deer, which is very, 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 very fast.
Yeah.
And take them down a couple days later. They would wound it, and then a couple days later it will be fucked up. So we have to be strategic, like you said. Yeah. So not everybody's going to be able to go, so it's going to be sending groups. So also we have to assume that no one's going to pussy out and run away.
Yeah, true.
Because reality, if we're talking about reality, if say for example we get a Hitler type character to motivate everybody, we're gonna fuck up this gorilla, 100 men, and you give them a little bit of coke and they get super confident, right? The first first 5 are gonna die instantly. Yeah. And then in reality, once those 5 are dead, shredded, everybody else is gonna run away. Yeah. In reality, assuming that we have some mythical fucking humans that aren't scared of shit. Yeah. Those 5 are gonna die, and the next 5 are gonna die, and then the next 5 are gonna survive a little longer, because by the gorilla mode is like it's gonna be a quick pump, and the fucking gorilla is gonna die down, and then they don't have strong cardiovascular. So honestly, under those circumstances, 3 hours we'll fuck that gorilla up.
Yeah, I mean you could. I mean it doesn't tell you like attack in a single line. It doesn't tell you how many days it takes you to take down the gorilla. Because honestly, I mean, if you're looking at it long term, like without being too like crazy about it, I mean, we could kill it in a few days too. Yeah. Like we could honestly like bother the shit out of it, exhaust it, like whatever he tries to eat, burn it down. Yeah. And fucking eventually fucking gouge his eyes out and fucking kill it, bro.
That's true. Honestly, in that case, they're faster than us, but we could destroy. We can fuck with it. You fuck with them here, and then he's like a bull. Yeah, exactly. We treat it like a bull. You know, you've seen matadors, except without knives. We fuck it here, and then exhaust them, and that's how you limit the death.
Yeah, be like, oh, you're the night team, you're the day team. Fuck it, we're just gonna fuck with it. Don't let it sleep and shit. And the moment it's done, fucking
And then we're assuming average man, so not like average American. So we have normal people, not obese, not fucking fat,
Not people from California.
Not people from California. You and me. You and me are physically good enough. We're good. So yeah, 100 of us can fuck. If 50 of you, 50 of me, we can take the shit down. And if you want to be conservative, we can do that. Scare it. If we would like fucking get a job done today, if it's to get it done one today, we can fight. Half of us are gonna die.
Yeah. I mean,
a lot of us are gonna die.
Yeah, like if you want a full-on attack, like a lot of people are gonna die, but I'm pretty sure regardless, you're gonna still be able to take it down.
Yeah, eventually. It's gonna tire out, and then we'll fuck with it, and then start grabbing it by the balls, and like, cause they're basically us. To grab by the balls, they don't like it. Put a finger in their ass.
Fucking gouge their eyes out. Fool.
Yeah. So, case closed. Yeah. 100 men will beat the shit out of her.
I don't know why motherfuckers think that a fucking gorilla is gonna take out 100 men. That's crazy, bro.
And then girls are like, oh, look at these men arguing about 100 gorillas versus 100 men online. Well, yeah, fuck you, women. Fucking bitch. I'm just kidding. I love women.
Send the women there for distraction first. See what happens.
Did we talk about, you know how like, this was a couple months, or maybe last year, they're like, oh, would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or
a bear?
Or a bear or something like that? And other women were like, oh, 100% the bear. Yeah. And then some of them are like, not rational, but I get it. Like Christina Pazitsky, Tom Segura's wife, was like, "Oh yeah, I'd rather the bear kill me now than have to potentially deal with the thought of a man raping me, which is low percentage. A man raping is low percentage, but even the thought of a man raping me, even if it's 2%, 1% of chance of it happening, I had to fucking die, which is not rational. It's emotions thinking, but obviously you want to be with a man. A bear's gonna kill."
And sometimes the bears don't even really kill you fully, bro. Like they leave you there like half mutilated. I mean, I've seen videos where dudes' faces are just kind of torn off. And they're not dead. Like they're fully alive. Like probably in some crazy ass agony and pain. Yeah. But yeah, like sometimes those bears will leave you half dead.
And some bears don't attack humans. Some bears are herbivores. They're not carnivores. Some people. A polar bear will fuck you up though.
A polar bear will fucking hunt you down.
Yeah, today I saw a video of a dude with a rifle and a polar bear. Like there's like a standoff, and the polar bear started running, and the dude started running away. He dropped his rifle and hopped on the fucking quad.
Yeah.
And like, fuck that. That polar bear would have. A polar bear would, honestly.
A polar bear actually hunts people.
Yeah. 100 men versus the polar bear is a better answer. Because they're more their cardiovascular system is a bit more advanced than a gorilla. Because they're more they're swimmers. They hunt more long term. They'll hunt you down.
They hunt bigger animals like the sea lions.
Sea lions, yeah, and they're smart too. They're probably smarter than a gorilla. I mean, I'm retarded. I don't know if that's sure or not. But like, I've seen the video how when they fuck with the seal when they move the ice.
I've seen that with orcas too.
Orcas do that too, huh? Yeah. They're smart. They're smart. They're smart people. They're smart fucking animals. So
sea lions are crazy though too. Low key, like those big ass like sea lion walrus looking things.
Oh yeah.
There was some crazy ass videos where, fuck, there was a famous case, bro, where one drowned a woman.
Oh fuck, that's scary as shit.
And those are huge too. Like they're heavy ass blubber animals.
Even I told you guys once, but one time I was surfing and the sea lion came up to me and I was scared as fucking shitless, and I have no idea what it could do. I was still scared, but I still have no idea what they're capable of. But that shit's still fucking scary.
Yeah, they're heavy, bro.
And they're heavy. That shit I was in the middle of the ocean with a surfboard. That would have fucked me.
That shit will fucking drown you.
For sure, 100%. That 100 of me out there would fucking die. one sea lion can take 100 of me out of the ocean.
I'm surprised they didn't make some stupid shit like 100 men versus one great white shark.
100 men will fucking not stand a chance with the 100. That one was like obviously like 100 men obviously can take out a gorilla. 100 men cannot take out a shark. Obviously, the elements are against.
Yeah, the elements.
Yeah. Gorilla is kind. I don't know why gorilla. I guess Haram, fucking what's it called?
Harambe.
In honor of Harambe. Who knows? I don't know. And people are online kind of dumb. They're like, oh. They're like thinking about it like one at a time.
Yeah, that's stupid. Why would you do that?
And some of them he was like, oh, when 68. Well, I think you put it. No, when 68 lands a hook on the gorilla and the gorilla stays, and 69 gets all happy, but then fucking decapitate whatever it is.
Yeah, that was some funny ass one. I was like, there was one that was like, oh, when number 68 wobbles the gorilla with a left hook, and the whole crowd starts cheering again. Yeah, and there's a little bit of hope. A little bit of hope reignites.
And you're number 99 and you're acting like a gorilla, so the gorilla thinks it was a 99 on 2. You seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen some crazy ass one. Or when you're number 30, but you've seen number 29 with his shoulder up in the tree, and so you decide to go home.
And then there's some dudes dressed like the gorilla. You seen that video?
With the robotic arms.
No, it was like a dude just in a Halloween costume.
Oh,
like a poorly made Halloween costume. And they're interviewing him like post fight. Like, these 100 men started the problem with me. I'm just defending myself. I don't know what the fuck. And then later some white girl sitting on his lap. Yeah, this is number fucking 27. This girl, you who started this. This shit was funny. It was like a black dude. He said the N-word a couple times. I can't repeat that. I can't repeat that anymore.
Nah, but yeah, like for sure, like just to kind of close out the debate. Yeah, 100 men strategically and tactically will fucking beat the fuck out of a gorilla.
Yeah, 2 gorillas is a different story.
Yeah,
what's the fuck up to gorillas? Yeah,
fucking gorillas and chimpanzees were having like a whole ass war too.
Yeah, they're prepping. They're in training camp for us.
They're fucking no, but against each other.
It's right. They're training.
Survival. The winner fights humans or
some shit. Yeah, it's like what's that movie called?
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. Oh, but they were genetically modified, huh?
I believe so.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of current events, Sinners. You seen Sinners?
I haven't actually, but everybody around me has seen it, so it's like I'll probably get to it. I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not really in a rush. I'm being completely honest.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's
let them know, brother.
It's also like a meme right now online because it's I don't know if it's just like marketing or someone like paid people to promote this, but it's Michael. You ever seen Legend? Tom Hardy.
Legend.
Gangsters. One's gay, one's not.
No,
it's just twin gangsters.
Okay.
Right. Both played by the same person.
Mm-hmm.
So in Legend, Tom Hardy plays both characters, CGI.
Okay.
In this case, Sinners, 2 gangsters, the Great Depression era or post Great Depression era. Same person, CGI, Michael B. Jordan. They play 2 gangsters, but it's a vampire movie.
Okay.
So these Irish dudes come in. They're vampires. They want to get the black folk. They're the black folk at the jukebox, at the juke they call it. It's like a club in the 30s or whatever. and it's a good movie. But the point I wanted to talk about is there's a point where they brought up the like a spiritual how music is spiritual, and it takes you back to your ancestors. Okay. So this dude's playing, the main character's playing, and it's back in time. So it's like an African tribe dance.
Like
there's a couple
folklore.
Yeah, and there's like the Asian couple there. So there's like some Japanese like traditional dancing, but also goes forward. So there's also black gangbangers crip walking, and this movie takes place in the 30s. Okay. So there's black dudes crip walking. There's girls twerking, which sets off the whole fucking movie. That specific scene, and maybe it's me being ignorant to black culture, but that was retarded. Because there were girls twerking, there's black dudes crip walking and blood walking or whatever it's called, and then there's like b-boys from Asian b-boys like doing breakdances or whatever. It's like the music time travels, and it goes back in time, which is cool because that already happened. People in 1934 know that's happened, but also goes forward into like girls twerking. Yeah, and like.
But I think twerking though has been around though. Twerking it's been an old dance.
But it's not traditional twerking. It's like girls wearing modern clothes. Oh. Like booty shorts. Okay. Like it's purposely made, and the crip walking there's dudes wearing like bandana, oversized t-shirt.
I know the crip walking is new because I mean it's a gang, right?
Yeah, in the 70s, 60s, whatever. But it's supposed to be modern. Like girls wearing like 2000s clothes. So that one, like you're watching a fucking movie and you're into it and this shit pops out of nowhere, it kind of throws you off a little bit. Not enough to make it a bad movie, and you're quickly brought back into like the thrill of it. It was a good movie overall. That part threw me off. Maybe I'm being ignorant. Maybe I don't know black culture. Maybe this is for them, not for me, not for the whiteys like us. But I don't like that.
I haven't seen it, but I heard good reviews about the movie. Like everybody that's seen it hasn't really said anything bad.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Michael B. Jordan is a very good actor.
Yeah, he's good. Like I feel like his career kind of flourished a little late, but
yeah, huh?
Yeah.
In Creed was he big?
I think after Creed is
after Creed.
Really,
so Creed was
like really took off. Yeah,
because he was in Wakanda. He was good in Wakanda.
Yeah, because there's a party where there's a video going around. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, where I don't know if it was before Creed 1 or before Creed 2. But I think that he was uninvited. Well, he was actually on the guest list to a party. No.
Oh, so before.
A private party for a famous celebrity. Some famous celebrity was throwing a party, and they didn't let him in. So he just kind of like left. But the guy, I don't know what rapper it was.
Did he?
It could have been Diddy. No? Could have been Diddy or Ray J or somebody else. I'm not really sure. But the thing is, like, the dude came out and was saying, like, hey, like, where'd he go? Like basically looking for him.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he took off. He left. But the dude was cool about it. He doesn't make a scene. He just like, fuck it, I'm not allowed. He just slowly.
He's a cool dude. Yeah, instead of making a fit, he probably knew like, I'm not nobody right now. But like now, he's the main person on the fucking invite list.
Yeah, for sure.
The last couple of years, black directors have had very very good couple of years with like Jordan Peele, and then this guy. I don't know who the movie guy who directed Sinners. I don't know who he is, like his name, but Sinner was a fucking banger. And then Jordan Peele, obviously, fucking
with Us,
and then
the other one, what's it called? Get Out, no?
Me? Oh, Get Out, yeah, me. Me was me, right? No, Us.
Us is the
Get Out, Get Out.
Us and Get Out, right?
Get Out was the one with like
the white family, right?
The white family that uses brain, his body and the white brain. Yeah, that was fucking sick.
And Us was the one with the mom.
I haven't seen Us, but it's like same, no?
It's psychological. Yeah. Towards the end, it kind of like fucks with you. Like Seven and like fucking, I don't know if people seen the others. Like those movies also like they fuck with you, bro. Like they fuck with you. Like you really gotta pay attention to that shit. If not, like you're thrown off.
Yeah. Black producers are on a sick one. They're on a roll right now. And then people are also what I didn't like. Our people, Mexicans. I guess there was a movie, Apocalypse. This is a movie that's like almost like not reference to, but it kind of like it's very similar to it. And they're like, oh, why aren't there any Mexicans in this role or whatever? Or like that, like honestly, I saw like a stitch to it. Some black lady was like reacting to it, and they're like, oh, I don't even care. It makes us look bad. Just enjoy the fucking movie. It was a good movie. Don't fucking. It's set in 1930s in the South. So why would there be Mexicans be in the South?
Yeah, I mean, and if I'm being completely honest, I think that we gotta stop fucking trying to push certain cultures that are not directly involved with certain films into those films because if we're really honest, bro, and if Hollywood was a little bit more smart and didn't really focus or spend a lot of their budget on remaking shit, you could make a story, or if you want to even be, I don't really want to make it sound bad, but you could go to a different culture, grab one of their stories, and make a whole brand new movie and like show people like a brand new idea. You get me? Like, I mean, you could take so many, okay, like for example, you know how like they did like the Percy Jackson stuff, right?
Who's that?
Percy Jackson and the Olympians, like the whole like Greek mythology.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you just go to, like, if Disney cares so much about fucking racial and appropriation of certain cultures and ethnicities or yada yada yada, why don't you just try to learn about the actual culture of certain things and get a story? I'm pretty sure you could go, into Aztec or Mayan or fucking, as far back as you want to go, into like the Hispanic, Latino heritage and grab a story from, millions, thousands of years ago and bring it onto like the big screen. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, for example, like Coco, right?
Yeah,
like, that's a good example. Like, yeah, like it did well, fool, because it's a brand new story.
It's a new story,
Yeah, it's a new story, bro. It's a story where, I mean, I haven't personally seen it, but I think like the main focus is like the Day of the Dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So like, why can't you do that thing, or why can't you do a similar thing with other cultures? Like, instead of making like the same shit over and over again that we constantly like complain, and that other cultures be like, oh, well, why wasn't this included? Or why wasn't that included? Why not? If those people feel secluded or don't feel part of like the, I guess you could say, cinema or like the mainstream,
yeah.
why don't you just fucking grab those ideas from those cultures? Or like, why don't those people themselves grab ideas from those cultures and push it to be on the big screen?
Yeah, and then with these like Jordan Peele and the guy that that's what they're doing. They're and that's
good.
Smart. Yeah,
that's
and they're fucking making bangers out of them. They're black people that are pro-black and making pro-black movies.
Yeah.
And fucking they've been. I'm sure not all of them are gonna be good, but so far Jordan Peele hasn't missed. Yeah. At least I don't think so. Yeah. There was an alien movie that maybe didn't look that good, but maybe you know what I'm talking about.
No,
it probably wasn't even Jordan Peele. Probably I don't know. It was a black cast. I thought it was him, but and then The Sinners was really good. So like that what you're doing is like, I think they're starting to. I guess black people felt secluded from cinema, Hollywood. Yeah. Even though like there's a bunch of huge fucking black actors, but I guess they want more representation, and then what they're doing is taking it into their own hands. They're making their own budget, or the big, like Jordan Peele's a famous guy. He's getting budget from wherever, Ep.84 or whatever. And then they're making their films how they want to.
And that's kind of what we talked about before, bro. Like, why the fuck do we need for example, like, without sounding racial, why the fuck do we need to bring in a person of color to take on a role that was made for a white person? Why can't we just fucking make films of our culture with our people? You know what I mean?
It also seems like, I don't know, like at a certain point you're like, you kind of like, oh, you're giving a black person a role, like in Snow White or whatever. Or Rachel Zegler is what, Colombian?
She's Colombian, Polish.
Latina. She's like Latina-ish. Yeah. They got her 'cause she's Latina, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, you guys don't care enough about Latinos to represent us truly. Like you did it with Coco. Why are you putting us in Snow White? Snow White's already been taken. Give us something new. Like Blue Beetle was good, no?
Yeah, Blue Beetle did like decently well. I mean, a lot of people say, oh yeah, like it sucked, but it did well because of the fact that Mexicans saw it, or Hispanic people or Latinos saw it, and they tell their Latino friends, and then that's just kind of like how it went on, and it did well. And then I think they chose pretty good actors. I mean, Cholo Madueña was off of Cobra Kai, so he had a lot of heat going into like the film as well. So there was a lot of eyes on it, bro. So yeah, like exactly, bro. Like make movies like that where, you see like the Hispanic comedy, like the kind of like, I guess you could say like the family dynamics in a way. Yeah. Like do that. Like,
is it accurate?
I mean, it's not super accurate, because it's a superhero movie, so it's a little bit exaggerated. But yeah, like a lot of the core elements, I would argue that are there.
Like a big home,
like a home, like everybody's really tied in together.
It's a lot of people,
really funny,
cousins and shit.
One that we came to America to work. You get me? Like you gotta follow these rules. You get me? Like I'm trying to get out of poverty, the hood. Kind of like similar to us, bro. Like. you know, and I enjoyed it, bro. Of course, it wasn't like, oh shit, like this is a 10 out of 10 performance, you know, but the core elements of somebody that's lived through it or somebody that's lived something similarly close, and like the dude talks about like getting the fuck out the hood, that they don't want to live in this small home. Yeah, same thing with me, brother. Like I'm trying to get the fuck out the hood too. You get me? Like my pops always wants me to do better. Same thing. Fool. Like his dad's always telling him, hey, like mijo, you know, do the right thing, yada yada yada. You know. So it's like yeah, like a lot of those elements was there. I mean, I saw it, fool, and then my sister saw it, and then my sister took my dad to see it. You get me?
Oh yeah, even English?
Yeah, they all genuinely enjoyed it. You get me? Because a lot of the concepts, they're there. You know.
And kind of to end off on that, if you take your planet into consideration, you fucking black people make black people movies, Mexicans, like you create your own, like your culture is represented, so you put it on your shoulders to do that. You can't be angry if it's not good.
Yeah.
If you make a movie, and it's fine if you're Mexican and you want to make a Mexican movie, it's okay. But if you make a shitty movie,
it's on you too.
It's on you. You had both fucking double-edged sword.
Yeah.
If it's okay, bro. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want, and you feel like a Mexican are not represented, or black people are not represented in Hollywood, and you make a shitty movie, you have to fucking deal with the same standards as Disney. Yeah. You make a shitty movie, and you can't claim racism.
Yeah.
If no one likes your movie. Snow White, you can't claim racism because she's Colombian. It's a shitty movie. Yeah. I've heard. I haven't seen it. I've heard. Objectively, it's a shitty movie. It's the lowest rated movie in.
It's Dragon Ball Z Evolution.
Dragon Ball Z. Subjectively speaking, it's a shitty movie.
Yeah.
Not because of racism, but the merits of where your movie stands weren't there. It was shitty. I saw. It sucks. I can't really. I shouldn't talk about it because I haven't seen it. But I'm speaking objective. Now I'm not speaking objective. I'm speaking subjective. But I saw a video of a lady like reenacting Gal Gadot's fucking her acting, and it was super bland. It was like, no, because she speaks very monotone.
Yeah,
she's like, no, don't bite the apple or whatever it is. And it's like, oh, okay, so this is why it was shitty. And maybe she was being fucking petty because the story of Snow White isn't Snow White's bad or Gal Gadot's bad. It's that Rachel Ziegler fucked it up. Yeah. So, and if you want to be conspiratorial, which I'm not, but Gal Gadot, IDF, Israeli Defense Forces. Ziegler, pro-Palestine. That's true. So if Joe was here, he would like, oh yeah, Gal Gadot fucking tanked the movie on purpose because which that I'm not saying it is or isn't. I'm just saying that's a far fucking left field.
I think like like without like my bad, like just going back to like what you had just said about like the double-edged sword. Sometimes, bro, like with those movies, like. Where you would say like a Hispanic director, Hispanic cast, or a black director, black cast. Like the only bad part I would argue there, and not to get too like technical with stuff, is that sometimes with those movies, since they don't really have like a huge budget, sometimes they don't make the money that they probably should. Like for example, like Blood In, Blood Out. Like nobody was gonna think that that movie was gonna do good, like because of the fact that it wasn't pushed as much.
Yeah.
I mean, even not Ernie, what's his name? Valent Rodriguez talked about it. Yeah. They didn't really expect that movie to do well, or like I'm pretty sure La Bamba and a lot of like those Hispanic, kind of or geared towards Hispanic people. Probably didn't do so well because of the fact that they probably, I don't know, right? Because these movies were way before our time, right? But I'm pretty sure like those movies probably didn't have like the push. Or also like, for example, like Never Back Down, like, you know, just kind of like to get out of like the like
racial shit.
Thing. Like for example, like Never Back Down in theaters did horrible, bro.
Yeah.
But like now you could literally talk to just about anybody and be like, have you seen Never Back Down? More likely they're gonna tell you,
yeah.
And it kind of became like a classic for like
it's a cult classic after.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's after, like you mentioned.
I wonder if those movies, Blood and Blood, American Me, what's the one you said? The
Familia, La Bamba.
Yeah, La Bamba, Boulevard Night. I wonder if those were popular in their time or they became cult classics after. Yeah. After, right? Like during when they first came out, they probably.
I don't think so, bro.
I don't think so, huh?
Yeah, especially because I doubt Hollywood probably wanted to push those movies.
Yeah, no promotion. So I think there's a bunch of those movies that like I think Pulp Fiction too. I've seen it, but I don't know the history of it. I think in theaters it didn't flop or anything. It just did okay, I guess. Yeah. I'm guessing. I don't know for a fact 'Cause people are gonna talk shit. Oh, you
Yeah.
3 casuals.
3 guys.
We are casuals in the movie because I don't know shit about
Yeah.
Hollywood. And after it became a cult classic because it was such good and people like us, like The Office, now is huge. I think on time it wasn't as big as it is now.
Yeah.
That I think that's the case. That might have been the case for American Me, because for us, also we're Mexicans.
Yeah, so like we're more like geared towards
it,
those,
because
like watching those films.
yeah, because it wasn't perfect, but like since we win, so like fuck yeah,
Yeah.
we'll watch it. A black person watch the movie is not gonna be like
Unless they're really into like the topic. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure somebody from a different ethnicity doesn't necessarily have to be black that really likes music could probably appreciate La Bamba.
yeah.
Because it's a good
Yeah.
good storytelling. You know,
Yeah.
for the most part. Even though like the dude's not Hispanic, but we're not gonna get into that. But
Yeah, it's okay.
it's cool.
I don't care that Filipinos are basically
Kind of
Mexicans.
same thing, right?
This girl on Twitter once told me that Mexicans and Filipinos we're what are they called? What are we called? We're very close because we got conquered. We're fucking colonial buddies or some shit, or conquered buddies.
Spanish.
Yeah, we're basically cousins. We eat fucking chorizo. They I don't know what they eat. Something close to chorizo.
Like puto.
Oh, puto is something, huh?
Yeah, puto's one of their food. I think it's like. Nah, I don't even want to say it.
I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure it's
Because
like,
casuals.
yeah, I don't want to call it casual, but it's rice and I believe egg. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, I believe that's what it is.
I like Filipino culture except for fucking balut. You lose the balut.
The what?
Balut, the fucking egg with the birds like mostly developed.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's nasty. I'll eat. I'm not a picky eater, but I cut off a fucking balut. That's it for today. We talked about. What do we talk about? Hollywood, fucking girls. We spent too much time on the girlish bullshit. That's like considered brain rot,
Yeah,
but it's cool. It's fun. The gorillas are they're out there. Be careful. We've been talking shit about the gorillas, so if you see one, it might hold a grudge. Anything you wanna?
Nah, I just want to say, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, and like hopefully we brought something entertaining for you guys, and hopefully with the reels that come out, you guys don't necessarily talk shit to us because you guys want everything down to the fucking complete detail, wanted fucking exact information, moment, time, date, yada yada yada. So yeah. A lot of this is just basically going off the dome. So it's just
and our domes are retarded. So you're getting suboptimal content. Yeah. Peace out, dudes.
Lates.